Five in a truck, feet up, lay back. Going for the bottom, gotta get back. I got peace that I enemy man. Bro, man, we glowing, we shining, cruising, sliding. It's on time, put your glass up, devil back up, it's your turn, okay, that sucks.
All right, we are back again.
Hey girl.
Hey girl, what's up, Chi-Chi?
Hey.
Chiara Tyler.
Hey y'all.
She's a life coach. And my cousin.
Hey.
So we about to get comfortable, and I have a question to ask her, and we're gonna go from there.
You have a question to ask me?
Yeah, I do.
Ooh.
That's one question for you, girl. What would you say is something new that you learned about yourself this year?
Sure. So I wrote some notes. So I'm reference off my phone. Something new I've learned this year is to speak less and listen more. I've realized that sometimes we can overtalk, and I am a talker, especially when I'm trying to teach somebody something or get to know someone, but sometimes we just need to pull back and listen more. So some of the things that I've been doing to practice this is, of course, not talking as much, but I also try to intentionally respond back to people with text messages and calls. So a lot of times I'll just be busy and I'll go through life, but I'll call you back and be talking the whole time.
Yeah.
But I never catch nothing that you actually say. So I intentionally try to be quiet, but call and respond in text messages and just listen to what you have to say to have an open dialogue conversation. I also try to spend time with people that I love more. With that being said, I also try to not talk as much because sometimes you could become the big elephant in the room, but what about everybody else? Right? So I tend to listen more, and I just be like, oh, what you say? Okay. And you'll hear me like responding really slow, but that's just me trying to take in what you say to make you feel validated as well. I am careful of how I speak to people now, because I oftentimes give off my opinion, but I don't give it off in the way that you need it from your perspective.
Okay.
And that kind of ties into speaking less and, just listening more. I'm cautious on how I build on myself, and I pay attention to how things make me feel. For example, speaking to you or anyone else, you got to pay attention to your heart rate. Because sometimes your heart rate can trigger anxiety or trigger something else in you that can make you nervous or whatever. So I noticed that happens a lot with me. So I was like, okay, let me pay attention to my heart rate and let me be quiet. Because sometimes when your heart rate races, you're just saying words, but you're really not even making any sense. That makes any sense. And then also doing more of what God asked me to do. So not second guessing myself. For example, there's a lot of times where I really don't be having nothing to say.
Yeah.
But people talk to me, so I talk back. But I don't have to always speak.
Right.
I can literally just sit and listen. And if we have nothing to say, we can just dwell in each other's company.
Right.
And just listen to what God may want me to say to you or move on something different.
So it's some like self-awareness.
Yeah.
Self-awareness. You got a lot of self-awareness going on, but that's good though.
Yeah.
I like that. That's crazy because it kind of ties into what I'm saying today. But like patience. Like you're being patient with other people and with yourself.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that ties in. That's so weird.
Yeah.
That's very good. And like they just said, like I hear a lot of self-awareness and how we respond to ourselves. Like how you said, how me listening to my heart rate helps me know, okay, I'm nervous. And those kinds of things, like when we do that for ourselves, that'll help us be better communicators to somebody else. So that right there is very good.
And it kind of allows things to go past what you hear, but then you process it to what your heart feels, and you process it into the things that you may do, because you might get something in your ear that you actually need to stick to.
Right.
And then some things supposed to go in one ear out the other.
Right. So did you, because I heard you say like calling back. So did you catch yourself after the call, like, what did I just
Absolutely. That was all the time.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, okay, let me just stop talking
and slow down.
And allow myself to process who I just talked to, what we just talked about, and if it was even valuable. Because sometimes we can have conversations that don't make no sense and it wasn't needed.
You'll leave away thinking like, did I leave a seed in them? Like, did I impact them?
And you find yourself calling back.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for saying such and such.
Right.
But really your nerves was just in the way and you didn't allow things to process within you.
Yeah.
You didn't allow yourself to feel it.
That's a good lesson.
That right there is emotional intelligence.
It is.
And it's so hard to get to that place when, you know, if you didn't grow up doing that for yourself. So you have to unlearn that to learn how to be able to do that. That takes a lot of work.
Yeah. Someone else was just talking to me the other day about emotional intelligence, and there's so much surrounding that topic. But when I found out this was practice of emotional intelligence, I'm like, I can only get better.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's a step. So it's like you gotta check off, because anxiety can jump in where you're like trying to check everything off at one time. So it's like you gotta take it step by step, and you're doing that. So that's good that you observe those things about yourself and you're trying to change that.
Yes.
Shoot,
So
you made me look at myself like,
I
do that. I think I do that sometimes, because so that makes me see something in myself that I did not see.
Yeah.
So that's good.
And I found myself for years rambling.
Talking.
Yeah, just talking. And I hate small talk. I can't stand it.
Right.
But when I found myself in what I was saying, I'm like, dang, you wasn't having small talk, but was it a need for you really to have that whole conversation?
Yeah. I was trying to get something from you.
Yep.
And you know what? That's so profound, because communication is meant to be deep. It's meant to be impactful. It's meant to be it's meant to communicate. Like, we're meant to communicate from our inner being.
Yeah.
We should be present and we should know how we feel and be able to verbalize it. And it's so hard when you didn't grow up being able to do that. If you didn't have parents that knew how to communicate effectively, or say, oh, I'm feeling sad, or I'm feeling whatever, you know, and be able just to verbalize it. It's a skill.
Yeah.
It's a real freaking skill. So that right there, girl.
It seems like a whole lot of people in 2024 are becoming more self-aware.
Yeah.
It's like this year tore me up with the self-awareness.
But you know what's funny? When you get so wrapped up in self-awareness, not saying you don't have time for people, but it's such a big job that you oftentimes, like, people be like, what's wrong with you? Why you ain't talking? Why you ain't? And it's like, I'm just kind of working on me, and I apologize if I have nothing to give to you right now.
Yup. Because the last interview I had with Armani Jackson, she was saying, like, autopilot.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are on autopilot. And I feel like I was too.
Yeah.
I was too.
It's important.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's important right there.
Yeah, it's because I wrote something about time. I wrote time doesn't work for us, and it doesn't work for me and you. Time works for order.
Yeah.
So it's like, and I'm talking about God. So it's like everything has its, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like we're trying to rush these conversations. It's not about being in the moment.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
like live life in the moment. Don't live life trying to rush everything.
Because you'll jump from this thing to that thing, this conversation to that conversation, this person to that person, this situation to that situation. But it's like, what part of it was meaningful? And you'll end up going to bed at night like, And I always tell people, when you're ready to pass away, you don't think about the things that you've done. You think about the connections that you made.
Yes. And what impact did you leave? So that's
so
some
if I'm
good
not
stuff.
slowing down and being quiet and allowing you to pour into me, or for me to pull back in a proper way,
right?
Then I want to know what connections I made, and if this one not it, that's okay.
Right.
But I'm going to find my connection. I'm going to figure out who impacted me the most. But I have to do that by shutting my mouth.
Right.
Ooh, Chiara. Girl, you was getting on some deep stuff. That's some deep stuff. But you said a key word in this value.
Yeah.
It's really just all about values. All of our values. And when we're moving so fast and when we're on autopilot, you don't see none of that.
Yeah. Because I put the time in the verse. is Ecclesiastes 3, verse 1. The verse is, there is an appointed time for everything, and there is a time for every moment under heaven.
You better say so. You better say so. Yes. Yes. Yes.
So it's like, you be missing those marks.
Yeah, you
There's
do.
a time for everything. So,
But listen, we don't know the day nor the time.
no.
So we have to make it worthwhile over here.
Yes.
Yes. What was that
Goodness.
verse again, Nature?
Ecclesiastes 3, verse 1. Yeah. I like that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, see, that's why I had to get you on.
Ah.
I had to get you on. So I'm just like, yeah, because we talk. You feel me? Yeah, 'cause I already know. I already know what's going on. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's some good stuff.
And if you don't mind, I can add in a verse.
So, how do you do?
It's a verse that I love, and I learned about it years ago. I have a hard time reciting it to people, but I will try my best here. It's Proverbs 14:1. And it says, the wise woman builds her house, but with her own hands, the foolish one tears hers down. So I thought about that when I said I'm speaking less and listening more. Literally by rambling or saying anything, you can literally tear down every blessing that God gave you.
Yes.
Because some people come to kill, steal, and destroy. Some people come to build you up more. Some people come to invest in you. But some people really don't mean you no good.
I didn't notice. It's crazy because that's why I said this year is about self-awareness, because before Chiara, I did not even think about things like that.
Really?
About them being able to tear you down, and if they're like their intentions for you.
And you can do it too by allowing them.
No, for real. Like I used to let just anybody just talk to me any type of way. I will lower my standards to appease anybody. Not even just relationship wise.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
Yeah, it does.
It sucks for you, and it starts to leave a toll on you.
It does.
And it starts becoming a norm.
Yep. And just like I tell my son all the time, wake up and fill your cup up. So that way, whatever someone says to you is extra.
Yes.
Overflow. So if they say, "Oh, you're handsome," or "You're beautiful," oh, thank you, but that was extra. That was my overflow.
You feel me?
But I had to actually shut my mouth and listen, because sometimes I say, "Oh, I like that shirt." You say, "Oh, it's from Walmart, girl." No,
You feel me?
No, shut your mouth. And
Right.
say thank you and keep it moving and allow yourself to feel it.
Yes,
Right.
I love that.
That's crazy
so
because
much.
I called on Trust the other day, and I wanted the Bible. I wanted to get deeper in the Word.
Yeah.
And she bought me a Bible, and
that's right.
yeah, the right one too. The
She
Bible
keep us grounded too.
The Bible is no joke. But I wanted one for Noah
Yeah.
because he wanted to read
Yeah.
the Bible, so she got him a kid's one.
I love it.
She called. Well, I called her in the car, and Noah was like, no. I told Noah, Trust us on the phone.
Yeah.
He was like, I know. So I'm like, you know. So Trust, I'm gonna call you back. That's not how you. I told him, I said, when somebody had to pull over. So no, when somebody gives you something out the kindness of their heart,
That's right.
you let them know, I appreciate that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
That's right.
You know, I know. Are you serious? But that's where I had to check as a parent. I had to let him know. It's like, did I teach him that?
Yeah.
Like have I taught him that when someone gives you something, that you thank you?
Yep. And feel it.
Yes.
And
Oh
feel
my
it.
God.
They
We
take-
skipped that part in 2024.
We do. Yeah, we did. We did. I so that's good. I love that awareness.
Yeah.
I know you got more. Don't be playing,
Ah.
Chiara.
I'm
I
gonna
like
get
that.
there.
I like that.
Yeah.
Look at his name.
That right there, like, you guys are really eating, because it's even that when you say thank you, feel it, has something to do with awareness.
Girl.
It has something to do with awareness. Why are you, what's the value? It all goes back to that value again.
Yep.
I'm saying thank you to you because there was an exchange here that was
You
very
better say it.
valuable. And
Yes.
and we have to feel that. We have to allow ourselves to truly feel that gratitude.
Yeah.
Because it honestly, it's very healing too.
It is.
It is, because if you feel alone in the world and you feel like you have been just left out, or no one's ever gifted you something, if you were never able to receive gifts, maybe you felt like, you know, you couldn't depend on somebody or what people. So when they gave you something, it's like, you know, I didn't really receive it or whatever.
And people are givers.
Yeah.
Right.
So and it makes certain people happy that they gave. So they want to see that reaction on you.
Right.
You know,
right.
so when you say, I know,
But let's
it's like, dang.
Let's add this part though. Sometimes God sets certain people in your life to bless you.
Yeah.
So by you not saying thank you or feeling it, you actually could be blocking their blessing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or saying, oh no, you don't have to. Maybe that was my assignment to do
that for
Right,
you.
Right.
Yeah.
So learn how to receive as well as feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And that's something that I skipped for years.
I'm already trying to keep my calls together and stuff. She's like,
That's some deep
that is deep.
stuff. And it's really edifying me so deeply. This conversation has a lot of value and just things that are so difficult to put into words.
It is.
Oh my God.
Honestly, it's difficult to practice because
Yes.
it takes time. And a lot of times in this day and age, we want things like this. We set timers, you know, we got these short-term goals, things like that.
Yeah.
But you can't rush the process all the time.
Ooh,
right?
all right. So thank you for the go, because I know it's
Come
my
on,
time to
Jesus.
tell you something.
Come on.
So I no longer believe that you can speak things into existence. I believe that God already has certain doors already prepared for us.
You better say it.
You feel me? So when you seek out the right things that He intends for you, then He will open that door for you.
Make it plain.
You feel me? So in the verse for patience, I put, it's Hebrews 6 verse 12. Do not be sluggish, but imitators of those who through faith and patience inherit promises.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay.
So it makes me think about a game.
Yeah.
Like a game. So certain games already have levels already prepared. You feel me? So it's like, how do you get through those levels? It's like through experience. You get those levels. Yeah. You get those. You get those levels through experience. And like experience, I mean losing. Losing should make you want to seek more techniques to acquire to reach the next level. So it's like some people will lose and not even, like they'll stop seeking to reach to those next levels. And it's like, you were supposed to lose. You have to be able to feel that loss.
Yes.
You feel me?
Yes.
So it's like, the fact that you are still seeking, even though you lost, shows God that you are ready. And the fact that you went to seek those skills, you now have the requirements you now have the requirements to operate in that next level.
And you know what? That right there is so deep, because even loss, people think that when somebody dies, is the only time you grieve. No, it's when change happens. So when we lose or something doesn't go the way that we plan, we have to kind of adjust to be able to see beyond whatever we got to be able to adjust. And that adjustment, that shift, that's a nerve curve. So that means like I gotta change.
It's an adjustment that you don't want to do.
Right. And that right
so
there.
So that's the part that hurts.
Right. That's
like
the nerve curve.
I don't want to do that, but I'm being forced to.
Yeah.
You know what we don't try to face in our lives though? Shedding. Everybody goes through a season of shedding. But you know what the season of shedding normally is? Between October and December. Well, I'm going to say through September to October. And the season of things falling off is normally November to December.
Yeah, because I gave birth. I gave birth in October.
Yeah.
Born in October.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But, and I feel that. I do feel that. Because it's like everything, for real, it is actually shedding, like the leaves falling.
No, it is.
You wanna know that's so weird. Like this conversation is going full circle, because we were just talking about it's a time for stuff.
It is a time.
Seasons. Like, what's guys trying to say in this conversation?
I don't know, but the two E's that stuck out to me was exchange and experience. Both of y'all said that.
Mm-hmm.
And that could equal your value.
Mm-hmm.
But through that, you have to endure.
Yeah. And I put, in order to receive what God has promised you in life, you have to have patience to seek for it. When you rush, you will seek what's not yours.
You better say it.
You feel me?
You better say it because you're
I've
running after
done
what ain't
that.
yours.
When you have patience to seek
Y'all.
the right stuff from when you rush, or it's a difference. But if you rush to get something, acquire something, it won't be yours.
Listen.
So that's why I said timing doesn't work for me and you. Timing works for order.
Yes.
Order.
Yes.
So it's like you need to sit back.
Yeah.
Because what's intended for you, that's why he said do what they're doing in faith and patience, because they're acquiring what's theirs. They're receiving what's theirs.
Deja, what he said in short term is the script is already written.
Yes.
It's already written.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I was saying when it comes to the game, like how can you get to that next level?
Adjust. And it goes back to what that exchange and experience, right?
Yeah.
Why I just look at what I circled. What's that? What's in that? Change. You gotta change.
You do.
Something gotta change in you for you to be able to adjust.
Yeah.
Like you said, you gotta shed whatever need to go
Yeah.
in order for you to change and adjust.
Because when it comes to seasons, like even with the shutting of like the trees and stuff like that over there, them same leaves don't come to the next season.
That's right.
So it's like, why would he let you take certain things with you?
That's what. It's gonna crumble up and deteriorate.
You feel me?
And then you're gonna turn into a new person.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's you evolving.
You better come on, E.
It's evolving.
E's are
Oh, the
coming
E's
on.
right
Yes, they are.
Evolve.
Yeah.
Exchange.
I'm gonna put that on the-
Experience.
I
Evolve.
had to put that on the thing.
I love it. I love
Yes.
it. That's so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Exchange, experience, evolve.
We missed one. Exchange, experience. We said another one.
Did we say elevate?
Was it elevate?
Hold on. 'Cause I
Oh,
thought-
we gonna find out what it was. Yes, indeed. We gonna find out what it
Yes,
was.
indeed.
Yeah. Y'all, we gonna find out what it was. Cause that's a word.
That's a
Experience.
word.
Yeah, so I'm sitting right here with us.
Experience this change.
So give us the word.
You
Thank
feel
you.
me? Yes.
And
so
like you saying, when you said something about change, that's what I'm doing. But next year, I'm not gonna be the same person.
No, you're not.
No. So I'm gonna be quiet next year.
Man, I'm starting to shut my mouth. 'Cause that's one thing I learned about me. That's what I'm doing. I learned that I need to shut my mouth. I need to be quiet.
But you know what? You noticed it. It's awareness.
Yeah. I learned that, and even when I dropped this, I ain't saying nothing. I was saying to my mom. No, I told you.
I already said that. We talked about
We
it.
did talk about it. So and even then, I
I kept
already
my mouth shut.
you didn't.
Listen,
And I looked at you and I said, she gonna be on it.
cause with the time you gave me, I had to keep my mouth shut.
What is that?
It was change.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Because it's like every time
Ooh, Lord.
leading up to me doing it, something was just knocking me down. Like, you're not qualified for that, Denasia. Turn me up. But I had the vision.
You better say so.
You feel me?
And you kept quiet about it.
I did be
So guess
quiet.
what? The enemy couldn't do nothing with whatever you felt.
And Anthony already had the lights. My mom do decorations. It's like I had everything I needed.
But even if you didn't have that, you
Right.
had the vision.
I did.
So it was going to get casted out. Oh, it was made simple for
And
you.
it was patience. It was patience. I was patient. And because at first, if someone would have asked me what I wanted to do, or like I was that passionate about, I wouldn't be able to tell them.
Hey, you found your purpose. You gotta come through here.
You feel me? Like goodness free. And
You better say it,
we outside.
and I'll come right there out.
We out.
Because you said we running towards something. We running.
Look, I'm tired of.
But God, we going on a marathon, all right? We're not sprinting, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. We're not sprinting. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. You know, the thing is, it's not even me. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I wouldn't be able to do this.
You better say it.
I wouldn't. I like this is not. It's really not me. I can't even give myself credit for all this. Cause like even today, when you called me earlier, I was asleep.
Oh no, you had to get up.
I didn't want to get up. I felt nauseous. But I got up though, because I'm like, this is not for me. It's not about me. I had to get over myself. Yeah. So it's a bigger picture to it.
Say it again.
It's a bigger picture.
Ow! Y'all running with us or no? Cause we running. We on the marathon. We got somewhere to go. Yes, indeed.
Stop playing.
So next episode, make sure y'all come on like that.
Right, next episode. We still running.
We on this marathon. Seriously. Because God got somewhere for us to go.
Yeah.
And he gave you the vision. We coming along. We gonna cheer you along.
No, because we gotta chat.
Listen.
This is the last time
you
you sitting
talk
here.
All the way there. I said, because I'm still a work in progress.
No, listen.
I got stop. You're doing the work. You're doing the work that a lot of us run away from.
I want to point everybody that's around me. I want to point them towards God.
Yeah.
I want to feed. I want you to leave with something when you.
Yes. That goes to my second. That goes number 2.
Go ahead.
Come on. All right, number 2. So, you got to ask me a question. It's
Hold on, but you ain't told me one.
It's all right. What would I say was the biggest lesson I learned this year? Oh, let's see. Y'all with me? Alright. That saying no was a blessing in itself. And that in addition to that, I'm unavailable or not right now is okay.
Yeah.
But that ties into number 1. But also that it doesn't mean that I'm giving up. I'm just taking a break.
Mm-hmm.
And you said something about friendships.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times I would say yes. But does that make you a friend? If 30 people call me and say, hey, can you come to this birthday party? Hey, I need you to watch my son. Hey, I need you to do this. I need you to do that. And you saying yes to everything. Does that make you a good friend?
No. It doesn't make you a good friend.
Because if you think about it on your end, you're going against what you really want. You're going against
what I have capacity to do.
Exactly. So you're probably building a grudge towards these people. And sometimes they know you can't say no. They feel like you too available. Baby.
I had to get quiet.
Yeah.
That's why I said times number 1. Mm-hmm. I had to get quiet. And I had to say, I can't. I don't. And it was nothing against them. And it wasn't even nothing personal. But I was above my capacity of what I actually could do.
And sometimes people will take stuff personal because they're not mature enough to understand that, hey, because once you keep saying yes, you a robot at this point.
Yep. And it becomes a pattern.
You ain't got no limits.
And I had to, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I really had to think about what God wanted me to do.
Mm-hmm.
But for years, I put myself last and I overbooked all my time. Mm-hmm. And I was like running like a rabbit. If you say, what you doing? Everything. What you got to do this weekend? Which part you need me on? You know, it was like that. So I had to start saying no and say I'm unavailable, but I had to stop feeling bad about it.
Right.
Because I felt like, dang, I'm a bad daughter. Dang, I'm a bad friend. Dang, I'm a bad cousin. And I really was at home eating it up, crying and everything. Yeah. And I was like, oh, no, I can't keep doing this. Mm-hmm. So I had to be quiet, allow somebody to just talk. Maybe you really don't need a babysitter. Maybe you just need me to listen. Mm-hmm. You know, things like that. Maybe you just need a ride. I'll ride with you. Mm-hmm. But I cannot, fund your ride. Because I was over giving myself, if that makes any sense.
Yes. It feels, right? Yeah, it feels so much better when you're doing it when you feel like in your heart it'll be more genuine.
Or when I actually had that availability on my schedule.
Yeah.
Because if I'm overbooking myself 3 times over, y'all gonna come get me. Because I was on my way to the hospital. Just really, it was a lot. Yeah. So I found a scripture that kind of go along with it. It's Galatians 6:9, and it says, let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up. So I had to really say, Chiara, you're not giving up on people. You're not giving up on them. You're not giving up on your son. You're not giving up on your cousin. You're actually just taking a break. Yeah. And that break is to reset, refocus, and then I can come back in your group. Then I might can come to the cookout. Things like that. So I really had to take a step back, and I had to get number 2 out there because I feel like it really ties into number 1.
Yeah, and sometimes
just feeling stuff.
No, for real. And sometimes we can hinder people. We keep saying yes. You keep saying yes over and over again.
You can say it.
You making them feel like shoot, I ain't gotta take care of my child today.
Nasia.
It get that deep.
Nasia. And I had to start doing things that God told me to.
Yeah.
God didn't tell me to do yes 3 times over.
All the time. And that now it's becoming a pattern.
You wanna know what came to my mind as you were saying that? We don't consider ourselves to be a person. We don't consider ourselves to be a part of the group. Like you said, then I can come back to the group, right? But what you did was you're in the group. I think when we say yes or no, when we say yes and we're giving so much of ourselves, we're not including ourselves as a person in the mix. So when you include yourself as a person in the mix, you can give yourself yes. You can give yourself a yes.
Yeah.
We have to look at ourselves like, no, I'm a person too. I'm my friend too.
Yes.
I am my friend. So I'm gonna tell that friend yes, and I'm gonna tell you no for now.
Yeah.
Because I'm in the mix.
And we like to sometimes how other people view us, we start viewing ourselves that same way too. So like now she's gonna be that person that watches my child every day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be that person that watches that person's child every day.
Yeah.
She gonna say yes because she ain't in the house doing nothing. I'm gonna say yes because I'm not in the house doing nothing. I ain't
That's
working
a
right
mirror.
Now. It is a
That's
mirror.
a mirror.
So it's like you start to become
You do.
what they see you as.
And that's why the heck you feel so bad when you say no.
Because you know why? They don't fit on you.
Yeah.
That's not who you are.
You better say it, because
Yeah.
we growing. You
It
said
don't
levels.
fit.
You said something about levels, didn't you?
Levels.
It's levels to this. Listen. Woo!
Stop playing.
And
I
right
ain't
along
going down there no more. I'm tired of that.
That's right. And right along my self-awareness is gonna be my financial stability.
You feel me?
And right along my financial stability is gonna be my mind, and it's all gonna flow into. It's gonna flow.
It is.
It's gonna flow.
And you know what? Go ahead.
No. Finish. Go ahead.
Oh, shut.
That's
Who's
the
gonna go
human
first?
experience.
You better
That
say it.
is the human experience. Self-awareness, understanding your resources and your needs, and your own vulnerability, being able to be your friend, being able to respond to yourself. That right there is the ultimate human experience. When you can respond to yourself and be a friend to yourself, as well as be truthful to yourself. Because I think emotional intelligence is not just self-awareness and being aware of others, but it's also about being as close to reality as possible.
Yeah.
You gotta be able to be real with yourself about whatever situation is, because your body will tell you.
Yeah.
But you'll tell it shut up.
You did.
And that's the problem.
Yeah,
that's the
true.
problem.
That's
And
true.
we can't do that. The more and more you're comfortable, you grow into, I hear you. I'm hearing you.
Yeah.
This is what you're saying to me.
We don't
Let
like-
me
we
move
don't
on
like
that. That right there, that's
That made me
peace.
feel good.
Listen,
We feel uncomfortable.
and I tell myself all the time, calm your nervous system down. You
Yeah,
get
for
around
real.
people, you don't have to get so excited.
For real.
Because he leaves feeling depleted. And I started paying attention to what I was saying to him. And I'm like, I'm sitting here telling him to calm his nervous system down. And I'm over here, my heart racing, I'm sweating, my
Yes.
palms sweating, my feet sweating. Oh, no. I had to take that same information for myself.
That's so good because the fact that when we are self-aware, it starts to trickle down to everything around us. It starts to hit those spots, even with your kids. That's why it's so good to be so self-aware. It starts with
Yes,
you.
it do.
It starts with you,
Yes.
and our kids can show us, hey, you'll see what they're doing. Whole
Yeah.
time you're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's like that's why I love my son. I be checking myself. Like, are you doing too much? You're doing a little bit too much, but it's falling is order.
It does.
That time and that order, that time with yourself is trickling down to every part of your life.
Yeah.
Like you said, with your financial,
Yes.
your mindset,
Yeah.
you saying no, you being in the moment,
Yeah.
you just everything. It just ties in. So that's very healthy.
You know what
Very
else came to my
healthy.
mind just now? When you also do it, it allows you to leave room and time for the
Yeah.
things that you're supposed to be doing.
Yes.
So I have my son working on something, trying to find his purpose,
Yes.
right? So we started yesterday, and I said, look up online, since you have your phone, look up on Google, how do you find your purpose? And I want to look it up so I can tell y'all what it gave him.
Okay.
It says to reflect on your life, identify your values, set goals, find your passion, build your community, ask powerful questions, listen to feedback, try new things, and be patient.
all that is being aware.
Yeah.
Self-awareness.
Yeah.
You sitting there and you're seeking. Remember I said how you seeking? You seeking, you taking that patience. That's patience for you to go look that up like that. Are you serious? Instead of going to go fill yourself up with things that's not yours, that's not for you. It's like, girl,
that's not you.
Honey.
but to go seek that,
Yeah.
that's healthy.
Yeah.
Very healthy.
You
Yeah.
feel me? It's
That's
like
work.
that's good, girl. You handling your business.
I'm trying.
That's good though.
I'm just being led.
And still, yeah. Because listen, we can't lead ourselves. I'm cool. I'm tired of leading myself.
You better say
I
it.
ain't ready one.
So why is it that? So why is it that when like you hear, I don't know my purpose. I don't know what I think my purpose is going after a job.
Yeah.
Why do we resort to so many external things?
You know what?
Do you feel like people mirror other people?
Yes.
I talked about that last time. You're mirroring people that's already mirroring people.
Look, who don't know where they going. I feel like a lot of it is generational curses.
It is.
I feel like it's a lot of it is people can't seem to be patient to sit and research things that will feed them and what they want to do, and what they feel is right, because there's no right or wrong way of life.
Right.
But in those materialistic outside things, you would never find happiness, because nothing and no one can make you happy.
Right.
But the true joy of life that you can fulfill yourself with, all it's a solo job.
Yeah.
I used to study Lisa Nichols.
Miss Kia, come get your daughter. Kia, come get your daughter.
Yeah, so I had people in life who I studied. Steve Harvey, Lisa Nichols, Michelle Obama, just to name a couple, right?
Yeah.
But what I used to do was I would study them, write down notes. I have notebooks filled from their videos, from their interviews, and I learned something from Lisa Nichols. If you find something interesting, read it or listen to it at least 5 to 10 times, because you'll start to feel what you're hearing or feel what you're reading. So one thing that she said during one of her interviews, she said that she took a solo trip. She went out the country. She told her family was against it. They actually encouraged her not to go. She said the last thing I said to them was, why would I stay here with you if you don't like staying here? Why would I stay here if you don't like where you are? I gotta go find me, go get some jewels to bring them back so that we can try to encourage each other in the space that you don't like.
So watch who you get in your, because people can hinder you. That's why I said when people don't see that vision, because that vision was on me.
It wasn't given to them.
So I seen it.
That's a word from me, confirmation. Thank you so much. Because I struggle with the same thing.
You calling somebody that didn't see that vision to validate.
But then God gave me big vision.
Yeah.
Multi-conglomerate
And
vision.
He won't give it to you. He won't give you that vision if you don't feel as though you want to fulfill it.
Yeah.
Because you can do that.
Yeah.
It's still yours though.
And you have the resources to do it too.
It's still yours. It's still there. That's why I said that game.
Yeah.
Them levels are already prepared for us.
Yeah.
So, and we might think, oh, it's too late. Time don't work for us.
No,
I
indeed
said,
it don't. You better say it.
Time work for order.
That's good.
That's
a word.
You go through that. You go through that experience.
That'll preach.
Woo! Jesus.
Ooh, I caught you. That'll preach, Nathan. You preaching?
Eat that.
You turn me up.
Eat that up. Time don't work for us. Time works for order.
Yeah.
Girl, oh my God.
That's good.
Do you
That's
know how
good.
healing that is? Because we spend so much time trying to chase this and trying to chase that, but really, it's all here. All you got to do is just get in tune with what that order
Take that
is.
patience.
And make sure everything you do is God-like.
Yes.
Yeah.
With the right order, good order.
Yeah. Cause I now I got self-aware. I'm so self-aware now to the point where I'm like, I don't think that's my child.
Yeah.
I see somebody doing something that I used to be envious of.
Yeah.
I'm like, that ain't mine.
That's right.
That ain't mine. I don't want that.
That's right.
I want what's not mine.
That friend ain't mine. That
No.
man ain't mine.
That man.
That,
They ain't my
none
stuff.
of them mine. I wasn't even supposed to eat that.
I'm allergic.
No, seriously.
I ain't order that.
Cause what you
God,
put
what's
in,
my order?
Yeah.
Take that burger back. It's wrong to me.
That's not me.
what you put in is what you feel.
I don't want rare meat.
Yeah.
Cause you over there eating it.
You better say it.
Take mine back.
You better say so.
Give me it.
Why this on my table? Why this on my table?
I don't want that on my side.
man.
I don't want to look at your plate. What's on your plate?
My
Listen.
table life. Why not on my table life?
Oh,
right.
Take that off my table life.
That's right.
On my own plate, so I can help you get a plate.
Yeah, yeah.
Girl,
Listen.
Because
God,
what you eat don't give me nutrients.
No,
Don't
it
give me the
don't.
nutrients
No,
I
it
need.
I want my own.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, God gave me my own DNA.
Listen, and he gave it to us with abundance. What somebody else want to give you and what they got, it's never as big as God wants us to have.
Yeah.
He want to give us the bigger stuff, the things that we don't see. Past what we can see.
Girl, you ain't no joke. God, when it's not normal, when it doesn't look normal to people,
Yeah.
you feel me?
Yeah.
Like, it's, God loves that. He
do.
loves when they look at you and be like, that person can't do it. Like, that's who you using.
Yeah.
That's what people feel to realize.
Yeah.
They all from Pioneer City from 1720 down bike. From down bike.
You know what's funny?
When it comes to like humility,
Yeah.
you know, he will exalt the people that humble themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, we don't have to be the loudest in the room. You don't gotta be the loudest in the room. You don't.
Indeed, you don't.
You do not.
Everybody promoting
When it's
the
time,
loudest.
Yeah.
Promoting the loudest person.
And supporting the loudest
The
person.
loudest.
Right.
I'm cool, but is you full?
but do they have the raw materials? Right.
Girl, but is you full though? That's it.
That's what I want.
That's it.
I want to fill up everybody that come around me.
Are you full?
You see that vision? I might not have seen that vision, but I'm riding with you. I'm riding with you because God gave me vision.
Right.
And if He gave it to you, I'm be right there to help you.
Thank you.
Let's hold it down.
That's right. And we going across nations.
We out.
Flawless victory.